What's good, everyone? This is the RagingYoshi here with another spooky episode of Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Last episode we went on a spooky adventure into Halloween Town, and I'm done being stupid. I don't know why I decided to do that. That just was me being really random, but who cares? We are now diving back into Halloween Town, and we have a lot of running just through this world to do. But so, at this point, am I fighting stuff again? Yes, I am. At this point, we now know that the doctor's potion has gone missing. He doesn't know where it went, and he can't perfect it until he knows where it disappeared to. So, we must now help him locate it. So, who has it? I wonder. I don't remember if the game said anything about who had it, but I'm pretty sure it said. I'm pretty sure it did. I just wasn't looking. I'm really good at paying attention to what's going on in this video when I start talking and rambling on something. I hate it. I don't like rambling, but when I get going, I just go forever. That being said, though, getting lots of levels, just killing enemies. It's really easy just to one-shot most, if not all, of these enemies. Just boom fire, and keep moving. Well, I should be saying boom blizzard, but you know what I mean. Alright, excellent. We're just destroying everything. That's really nice. But yes, same old enemies, lots of grinding. This blizzard strat is really good. If you have the ability to, you should probably set this up in the first or second world. So, I don't know if I've spoken on this, but I messed up when setting up this strat. Here's how. What you want to do is when you're in the first two worlds, no, it's your first world is always going to be Traverse Town. So you have that world. Once you finish Traverse Town, you go to Agrabah and you grind a ton of Moogle points. Once you have a ton of Moogle points, what you want to do is you want to... Oh my goodness, why did the game's audio just get louder? Oh. Story. So, I'll fix that in a little bit, because geez. So it won't get louder for you guys. It's just going to get louder for me because I didn't edit this right. But so, essentially, what you want to do is after you make Agrabah, grind a ton of Moogle points, you want to, once you have both Fire and Blizzard available, buy as many magic packs as you can. Because you want to get as many Fires and Blizzards as possible. Eventually, you're going to be using those to make your grinding deck with Blizzards and a endgame boss deck with Fire. And then once you have a ton of each, then you can make your little warrior deck for doing normal stuff, and I'm probably going to show off my attack card strategy, which I think is amazing because it just gets you through these fights so quickly. But this game does have a small problem where there's points where using certain types of cards is really bad and the game isn't good at letting you know beforehand. For example, we fought Axel. And if you use fire cards against Axel, you won't do anything really. Which isn't a problem, but it's like when you don't know that fight is coming, oh boy, that's a loss. You're taking that L. I do feel like a lot of cards in this game aren't really useful, or you might as well not use them because they're too complicated to use. We got Oogie Boogie's here, and he stole the potion. Sally took the potion because she was afraid of what might happen with the doctor using it, and Oogie Boogie's like, oh, potion that brings out memories. Sounds like something evil. I should take it and have it for myself. Because I'm Oogie Boogie, and I like what's mine, and what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine, because I'm Oogie Boogie. Did I mention that he's Oogie Boogie? I don't know if I said that enough times. But yes. Wait, I think what he's more concerned about is, with one sniff, Heartless appeared. What'll happen if someone drinks... Okay, there we go. What would happen if I chugged the whole thing? That would be scary. Poor Jack can't hold a candle to Oogie Boogie. Time for Halloween Town to taste pain and despair beyond any nightmare. Pain and despair? Oogie, you monster! Why didn't they just beat him up while he's sitting there? Okay, so I am going to complain about hero tropes and things that hero characters do. They let bad guys monologue. I really need to know why. Why are you going to sit there and let the bad guys just talk and talk and talk about how terrible they are and all the bad things they're going to do? Like, he sat there just monologuing. But I digress. Here we are, back to the grind. I don't think that I've actually gotten the slate that allows me to do my quote-unquote warrior strat. I hope that we're getting close to getting it, because it's a very cheesy strat, and yes, I do use the cheese as many bosses as I possibly can, but it's a pretty funny strat to pull off. Especially once you realize how effective it is against organization members. But that is a-okay. Yeah, just destroying everything with fire. It's not even difficult. Oh, is this the last room right before the boss room? I want to say with my next level up, we're gonna get the ability that I'm looking for, the slate. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm not forgetting. God, that fountain is dumb. Like, that fountain, it's so mean. It just sits there and playing with my emotions. I do apologize if it feels like I'm being super duper quiet now. I have less to talk about than I care to admit. So it's kind of hard to sit and just ramble on and on about things that I've been talking about for, what is this, 12 episodes at this point? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, like, what was I about to say? I completely lost my train of thought. There's not a lot to talk about in terms of this game. And, like, it'd be easier if I was playing it, but just watching back over the footage, I've talked about a lot of things. I really hope that this is the right door and not the wrong... That's the wrong door. And I'm just sitting here killing enemies. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeedly do. Kill all the things, Sora. Kill everything. But yeah, no. So long as you're not going against things that are immune to magic, this strat works so well. Oh, which one am I making? Oh, I'm making an almighty dark. I'm making a endless darkness. So endless darkness rooms, you are in a completely pitch black room that will only spawn shadows. These rooms are okay for level grinding and such, and yes, we get to slate Sonic Blade. Sonic Blade, we use 3 attack cards of differing types, and they must have a total value between 20 and 23. If you notice, I'm now making a new deck. This was the slate that I was waiting for. Now we have the ability to use my all-time favorite cheese strat for this game. So I'll show it off in depth once we get to the next organization member fight. But I just want to say this right now. This strat cheeses out every organization fight from here to the end of the game. So long as you build the deck correctly, you have enough attack cards to pull this off. Which, as you see, I'm putting it together now. This is just... it's no contest how effectively easy this strat is. Now granted, there actually is an easier way to deal with some fights, which I will show off later at one point, I think. But this is basically one of 2 ways to have a very easy time to beat this game. So if you want to just beat the game to say you've beaten it and not really try, then you can use the strat that I'm going to be using in future.
But yeah, setting up the deck. Now, we have 18 cards. That means that's 9 Sonic Blades. And we've used about half the points that we have for our deck. And we're going to get more points. I forget exactly when I stopped going for card points or CP or whatever you want to refer to it as. It's not till pretty far down the line. Now, I do make some errors when putting this deck together, because for the slates to work, they need to be 3 different types of attack cards, and I actually missed that, although accidentally I was setting it up correctly, because, yeah. I think I was more so worried about making sure my numbers were right, but I do make a couple mistakes. I see them now, I figured them out while I was playing through, but at this point, it's not that big of a deal if I made mistakes, because they didn't really hinder me too hard. Ideally, I probably would say you want a little more than 30 attack cards in there. If you're using any premium cards, make sure they're the first card of the slates you use, because then they'll be gone. Premium cards are going to go away after the first use anyway, so might as well not lose any actual cards for those first sets of slates. Very straightforward fights. And then we have high potions. We throw a couple of those at the end so that we can reload. We throw a few zeros at the end so we can break problem attacks. And we throw some heals because, you know, death is bad and we don't want to die. I do a bit of checking to see if any of the boss cards are useful that I have. Not really. That is something I could talk about. I could look up the enemy cards for this area and talk about those. Is it worth it? We still have a few more minutes of this. But overall, very, very, very straightforward deck that I built here. I do have to play with the numbers a little bit just to get it fitting under my limit of 725, I believe it is right now. But oh boy. Oh boy, indeedly do. This strategy is quite... We're not going to see it just yet because Oogie Boogie it does not work on. But I don't think it's this episode. One of the future episodes. One of the quickly coming up episodes. I do use the strategy and my goodness, it is quite glorious. But now we are using the key of truth to go and take on Oogie Boogie. Oogie, hand over the potion. Oh, fool! Don't you know when to quit? Say all this run is making me thirsty. Oogie, no. Yes! So Oogie Boogie doesn't listen to anyone and decides, hey, I'm gonna drink the potion. Yeah! And with Oogie drinking the potion... lip smacking good. Arrgh, what's this? What? Something is wrong. Something deep inside me. Something scary. Oogie, what's going on? Now! Get back! Stay away from me! Me and my inconsistent voice acting as per usual. But yes, Oogie Boogie drinks the potion and now we must fight him. Alright, so here we are. We now have to battle Oogie Boogie. So, this fight is actually pretty straightforward. Because what we want to do is we want to just clash with every single one of Oogie's attacks as they come out, if we have the ability to. If you saw there, I actually put a full slate out so we could break this card. We also have a gimmick card there, but we're going to hold on to it, probably. Or not. So the gimmick card fully lowers Oogie's gates, which lower a little bit at a time as you break his cards. And once you're inside, you can just spam all your spells on him. Fire!
which we're able to get some pretty good damage off just by hitting him with all these magic slates. This deck is honestly better for fighting bosses like this, although, being fair, it would be a little bit better if I had more fires and less blizzards in this deck. But that is neither here nor there. As I said, my goal is to break as many cards as possible. We also got another gimmick card, so we're going to use that immediately. Really want to take advantage of just how much damage these fires are doing. Are we able to finish this fight right here? One more fire? Yep, this fight goes very quickly. It's really, really easy to take this fight down once you have the proper setup, which really isn't that hard to get given what we have. But here we get the Oogie Boogie enemy card, and I actually don't know what it does off the top of my head. I can't find my enemy card webpage, so I'll talk about his enemy card and what it does next episode. I just can't find my page. Confound that Oogie Boogie. He drank nearly all of my precious potion. There's only a few drops left. So, why don't you ask the doc if you can drink the rest? No, I better not. What? Don't you want to? Don't you want it? Too bad. It would have been a great experiment. Now, here Sora understands that he should not use artificial means to bring out his true memories, and he should let his true memories come out on their own. Which is good. Which is good, Sora. You learned a valuable, valuable lesson. How valuable? Very. Was that descriptive? Not really. Do I care? Even less. But yes, no, with this, we have completed another world, and that was the last of the world cards we have. So, I must say, that means that something's going to happen soon. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? Well, who knows? You know, Sora, that was a great question. What happens when your true memories are awakened? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it great? Is it terrible? I don't know. I'm just using words that mean the same things as my first two things I said. I realize I am just throwing filler words in here just to make it to the end of this video. And at this point, I care not. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot left that's going to be going on. Because then we're going to finish this little text cutscene. And then we're going to be at Conqueror's Respite. And yeah. Once we hit Conqueror's Respite, it's kind of just, that's the end of everything. I really do like Jack Skellington as a character, though. I hope we see more of him in KH3 when it comes out. Not gonna lie, I'll be very, very happy if we see more Jack Skellington. But yes, here we are. We are in the Conqueror's Respite. So now that we finally made it here, I must say, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment and a like, and please subscribe. Next episode will be not just smacking things randomly. We will go and figure out where next we must go as we scale Castle Oblivion. See you guys then.